Hey, shout out to Dead Drop. This is Hetty Roosevelt. Can you hear me? Just took off from Eagle, Colorado, and I am flying to Pagosa Springs. Weather's pretty bad, but I'm relying on my trusty instruments here, so I'm not really worried. High elevation mountains, but I've got pretty good navigation. It's currently 9:05 a.m. in Mountain Time. It would make it 8:05 a.m. in California. All right, we're about to lose a lot more visibility because we're entering the clouds right now. So Dead Drop, tell me about the heads-up display you're talking about. What do you mean exactly? You don't mean the panel here on the airplane, right? Because I don't have any... Well, I guess I have... See, I have the players, and I have other aircraft information, because I've kind of liked to see what's going on. So you can see over here, this guy, Inno Flight 10, that's a player, that's like a human. But some of these other ones, like N78EB, that is a real-world aircraft of sorts. You know, I don't know what kind, but if I have my flight tracker app on my phone, I can see what's going on. All right, I better, man, I gotta decrease my climb right here. This is nuts. You know what? We'll do that. There we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Hey, look, we've got Big Tony, H911. That's not to the Tony we know, but... Dead Drop, if you're still watching, you see DAL 1461. That's Delta Airlines. And that's a real Delta Airlines flight that's actually in the air right now. Yeah, there is a way to remove the names, but in recent times I've had it up. I've had this information up, and I kind of want to keep it on just for a little bit. But in the future, I'll do some flights with nothing there for sure. Okay, Dendra.
We're just hitting 20,000 feet. I'm gonna stop here at 20,000-ish.
Just trying to get up above most of the clouds, and yeah, we've still got like a
Decent amount of flight time. Estimated time of arrival, I believe it says 27 minutes, 26 minutes and 30 seconds, just an estimate. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit higher because the clouds are going to cause some turbulence. Not that this plane can't handle it. It's like a really powerful machine. But, this thing has a max altitude of like, I think 26,000 feet, I want to say. The weather is pretty bad here. And by the way, the weather we see here is real-time weather. You know, it's like automatically updated from the internet constantly. So as of recently, it's been really cold at night and it's been moist, and there's been some snow on the caps of the mountains here, and I just saw some this morning taking my dog out, and sure enough, as soon as I got on the simulator and I took off, I could see that same like little powdering of the mountains. It was pretty cool. It's pretty accurate today. We got some decent turbulence. And you know what? With 23,000 feet, I'm stopping right here because we just have really high clouds today. Okay, so it's bad weather in Southern California as well. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Actually, when I was looking at the world map, just about to spawn in here, I saw a lot of cloud coverage on the western part of the United States. So right now I'm doing pretty good time because if you can see this little arrow here that's pointing up, it says 15. That's 15 knot wind coming from behind me, so I've got wind pushing me. See if I can fuck with my map a little bit here because I'd like to zoom out here on the GPS, and I kind of forgot how to do that. Map settings. There we go. Zoom out. There we go. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at all that snow. So, yeah, I mean, we're definitely flying over the Rockies right now, so. Yeah, it must have snowed a lot last night up on the mountains. let's do a little outside view of the plane. Darn TBM 900. We are making insanely good time. Won't be too long before we're there. And, I really don't know. The weather I can assume is going to be kind of the same. So I'm going to go ahead and open my weather app on my phone and take a look at Pagosa Springs, what's going on over there. Oh, but yeah, this whole area that we're flying over currently right now between Eagle and Aspen is just, it's getting snowfall right now, according to what I'm seeing here. So let's go down to Pagosa Springs. Put a pin on there. Currently 39 degrees and sunny in Pagosa Springs. Precipitation expected in 3 hours. Feels like 34 degrees. We've got 8-mile-per-hour winds currently, and a moderate breeze from 1 to 12 miles per hour. Gusts up to 33. I don't know about that. And the moderate breeze is coming in from the west in Pagosa Springs. So yeah, so I'll keep checking, but I should be coming in from the north, given the position of the runway, from what I was looking at, from what I can remember. You can see a precipitation cloud right here. It's pretty cool. Look, I think we've got a plane landing here. N107SB, General Air Aviation. Yeah, it looks like there's an airport down there. I can see it on my GPS, but I can see the runway here too, and it looks like it's coming straight in. That's awesome. It's got like a little bit of clearance, with a little bit of clear skies. Right over the airport that he's landing in. That's pretty lucky. But again, it doesn't matter if we're completely covered, I've got the instruments to land blind, but prefer not to. But look, UPS 2627. Now if I open my flight tracker on my phone, I could see where I'm flying. I'll be able to see this plane, UPS 2627, and then if I click on it, I'll be able to see the information, like where it took off from, where it's going, and what type of plane it is. We know that it's UPS, but who knows what it is. MD-11, 767, 747. She's currently 35,000 feet. Zoom in a little bit more here.
enough, it's clearing up. They did say there were going to be sunny skies there. At least for now. It's definitely clearing up. That's cool. Hey, again, here's another shout out to Dead Drop. Currently flying from Eagle, Colorado to Pagosa Springs, Colorado. In a TBM 900. One of the better planes here. Looks like we're going to be landing in 10 minutes and 40 seconds roughly, and the weather is decent. We've got a little bit of wind, but the skies are clearing up. Thanks for tuning in. You can see the snow on the mountains that just probably arrived last night, since it did snow in real life and this is real weather. Beautiful valleys in between the mountains here. Shout out to Susie Kaiko. This is your digital pilot flying to Pagosa Springs. We're at 23,000 feet. We've got a tailwind of 8 knots. Currently heading directly south. Bearing 174. Let me zoom into my map a little bit here. We're going to be landing in probably about 8 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes roughly. Now that we can see more, I'm going to descend a little bit here. So that's nice to know that we're actually going to have a visual on the landing. Yes, if there are real aircraft in the real world flying around, then they are most likely going to show up here if I'm flying near them on the simulator. So here we have got a combination of actual other people on the simulator, like me. And then this guy here, for example, November 16 FJ. Yeah, that's general aviation. Coming from, you can see in the middle, KSJT. I'm not sure what airport that is, but I could look that up on my phone, and that tells you where they're coming from, which is pretty cool. It's KSJT Airport. KSJT Airport. I'll give you an answer right now. That would be San Angelo Regional Airport. Where's that? In Texas. So that plane is coming from somewhere in Texas. Passing by. That's a real-world aircraft. We're kind of speeding down. We're decreasing our altitude. Yeah, look at the scenery. Look at this. This is what's kind of beautiful. This is, what do they call it? Photogrammetry. Like real. This is like a Google map imagery. This is exactly what it looks like in real life. These valleys, these rivers. Also, because it's so cold and we're so high up, I did turn on my defrosting and my anti-ice on the plane. If I didn't do that, you'd start to see ice forming on the windows and all that stuff, and eventually my instruments could actually fail. Yeah. So if I looked up that aircraft coming from that airport in Texas on my flight tracker app, it would be able to tell me where they're going as well. So, pretty cool stuff. Okay, we're at 19,300 feet, descending, 230 knots, ground speed of 328 knots. That's a lot. So really, in actuality, we're going really fast here. We're not over speeding, but you can see we're running into some turbulence here and really rocking. So I think it's 17,000 feet. Well, you know, I can keep descending. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm going to use my heading now and adjust where my plane is pointed. Kind of come in accordingly to the runway. Yeah, so maybe at about 17,000 feet. I'll hold off on my altitude. Estimated time of arrival, 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Pretty bad turbulence. It's not just, oh yeah, now all of a sudden we went from 8 knot winds to 22 knot winds now coming from behind me. So now, yeah, I gotta be coming in from the other way. Right, we're at actually 16,700 feet. We're leveling off. Yeah, we gotta go this way. All right, this should be interesting. Yeah, so I mean, the peaks that we see here, the tallest mountains, they are, like 14,000 feet and all that stuff. And the elevation of the airport that we're landing in itself is probably a decent, height, decent elevation is what I'm trying to say. So, perfect. Go down into that valley, continue to descend now. I like this visibility here. This is nice. I might talk a little bit here, but I'm gonna concentrate too, because we're getting close. Turbulence is bad. I feel like the wind keeps changing direction on me. We'll have to see. But now I'm pretty sure I'm landing. I should be coming in from the south when I land. The autopilot off because I really need to see what I'm doing here. This wind. Looks like we got some people at the Pagosa Springs Airport. Actually, they're not even people. See, these are actual... Excuse me. Adjusting my headset. Yeah, these are actual real-world aircraft here in Pagosa Springs. Oh, shit. I saw the runway was kind of big here, so... Yeah, I have to land coming in from the north. We're gonna have a crosswind. This is nice. This is interesting. Gear down. Okay, landing gears down. You see the airport over there? You see the runway? We're gonna slow down significantly here. Coming in for landing. About to make a right base to final. Is this nice? A little bit of flying. A little bit of leisurely flying. Of course, landing is the best part. It's the most exciting. We got a nice big runway. Knot crosswind, you see that coming in on the little screen down there, 11 knots. All right, here we go. All right, dead drop, here we are. Short final, I'm landing. Oh, look at that turbulence, that is so funny. That it does that to you. Okay. Yeah, it is, you know, it's a decent crosswind, but we got this. We've done this so many times, right, folks? Oh, a little bit of a flare up, but we're fine. Oh man, it's just floating. There we go. My God, that wind is crazy. Isn't that cool? Well, here we are. We've arrived at Pagosa Springs Airport, southwestern Colorado. Thank you for watching, Dead Drop and Susie. Oh, and you can see the other plane. This is a real plane taking off here. I know it's a little bit above the runway,
but it's just a little bit of a glitch. You know, the simulator has a hard time telling exactly where it is, but that's a plane actually taking off right now in real life. So that's kind of cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Just pulling up to the dude here. There's a chance that Tony is going to be on a little later. I've got to go to work eventually, but we'll see.